Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Planet Crafter. There's been some stuff going on, so bring you up to speed a little bit. Remember, my house used to be right here, or my lab. It used to kind of go toward that rock, and it was just ugly. And I noticed as I start adding more and more things that I needed bigger and bigger and flatter areas. So what I did was basically start building here. And then I just moved my stuff over, disassembled this and then reassembled it over here, reassembled the biodome and the bio lab up on top. And at some point I unlocked these rounded corners. I thought it looked kind of cool with the windows, so I put those on. I moved all my solar panels, well, not these little guys, but all the bigger solar panels over there. I've unlocked nuclear power, which, oh man, was it necessary. Move the drills from here and the veg tubes. So take a look at this. What I did was, after I recorded the first 3 episodes, I actually kept playing. I thought I was just going to gather resources. Well, you know how that goes. Things started to unlock, things started to happen. And I moved all this, and then I streamed it. But during the stream, I basically went around searching. And thank goodness for some of my friends, BP and Legacy and Callie, they all got me this map. Shows the layout of the place. Because I was in desperate need of uranium to make this guy. So that's nuke tier 1. This is nuke tier 2. Energy 331.5 kilowatts per second. So I was in desperate need of this. These things, all of these were still putting out a lot of power, and these 4 here weren't enough. I've got a couple of automated miners going right here. You can see that. Over here I got some drillers. I got the launch thing set up. That looks like a big deal, but it wasn't really that big of a deal to set up. And I actually set it up and launched a rocket at the end of the stream just for fun. We can go take a look at that. So inside, we'll start at the top actually, it's easier. So I was gonna make this like a little bedroom area. Here's the bio lab. The biomass. So what's coming up is an algae generator, a biomass rocket. This is going to allow me to shoot a rocket up into the air and give you bonus, spreading of the stuff that we need. A flower spreader, a food grower, food grower T2, and a tree spreader. So this is obviously all that. The first thing that we unlocked from here was the biolab, and I put it right here. It's actually this 4x4 here. And what this is going to allow us to do is make some bacteria, bioplastics, fertilizer T2, explosive powder, and mutagen. So I actually made this. I had sulfur and I have iridium. I needed that for that T2 nuclear plant over there. So back here I got spare space for expansion. Down below I got my heaters over here for now. I've got nothing here. I've actually blocked that off because, oh my gosh, have I been overflowing on this stuff. I was organizing it pretty good. These 2 here are kind of my specialty, uranium, iridium, the rods, this osmium, and the sulfur. Then here was like, each one had its own thing, but man, they just overflowed. So I just said, screw it, started throwing them all into the same. I finally got to this point to where I could have a full thing of aluminum. It was crazy how every time I went to make something, I was short on aluminum. And then over here, here's my seeds. Here's my food that I'm growing, and I'm growing all of the foods now because I need some of these to make some of the stuff in those biolab recipes. Here's some of the other seeds. Right now, I basically got 1 of each food that I found and 2 of the beans, because the beans are what I'm eating. And then here's the space food that I found around the way. So you can see these are growing. Doing pretty good. I just want to get a collection of everything, and then I have these to eat and these to eat. But those will eventually run out. And then here is the super alloy. Oh my gosh, this is the thing that I kept spending all my aluminum on because everything I was making needed 3 super alloy. And then come to find out, they're right back up there in the top of those spires. There was super alloy all over the place. Haven't even collected it all. There's supposed to be a golden chest up there too. Haven't found that yet. But you can see I have my crafter, my advanced crafter, and then all my screens over here. I even have the messages coming in because I put up an antenna. What's weird is all these messages that I've got feel like I should have got those messages at the beginning of the game. Now, here's the crazy thing. Look at this, my terraformation stages. So I'm at liquid water. It's been raining, and I have a blue sky. And next stage is lakes, almost at 40%. So I'm going to show you the blue sky, even though it's got a storm out right now. I got a blue sky going. Pretty cool, right? I need to drink some. This is my water fountain right here. That's my water fountain. So there is tons and tons and tons of stuff to do, okay? Just show you what I've got, what the game has unlocked for me. Lamps, the living compartment, you've seen all this stuff, but this thing popped up. You can see 3 super alloys. And then down here, I haven't done anything with this. An algae generator grows underwater algae, generates biomass placed on a water surface. So we're going to want to do this because we do need algae for some recipes. I don't know what for yet, but I saw them upstairs. A grass spreader. Those are the 4 things that are right outside my front door. That's my drinking fountain. So a shredder machine destroys objects placed inside. But I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna need this. And then this thing, recycling machine, breaks down objects into their core components. The only thing I can think of is, say I have like a iridium rod and I want to convert it back to 9 iridium ingots, something like that. Otherwise I don't know what I need that for. The food grower, the ore extractor, I've got 2 of those out there. Now I've found through the help of people on the stream and this map that there's a couple places that you want to put these. Right now where my ore extractors are right here, they're only extracting, the titanium, iron, silicon, and magnesium. They're not getting ice, and they're not getting uranium, and they're not getting iridium. Right there, if I put one inside that cave, that's an iridium mine. Up there is a osmium mine. There's a couple osmium mines, one there, one back in the corner way over there. Anyway, I just want to bring you guys up to speed with where we're at now. There's so much left for us to do, but I want to run out here real quick and show. I was playing for hours, and then I started streaming. I did not even know this, but I was standing up on the tower up there showing everybody what I built, and I looked this way, and I couldn't believe what I saw. Right up here, baby. Oh, I got a jetpack too. Look, water. There's my place. It's underwater over there. The lake is forming, and I can go in that, no problem. See, boop, and once you're underwater, you can mine this stuff. So we're good to go there. Now, once I put that algae thing there, it'll start. I can probably collect the algae. Oh wow, that got bright. That got super bright. Now I haven't gone to that ship. I tried not to do too much stuff, so you guys that are watching only on YouTube would miss out. So it was basically getting familiarized with the place, and I did some work back in there. Now the caves, they were blocked off by some weird plasm stuff, and it's being melted away. So I can get through some of the caves now to the other side. There's a way up there by the freighter. You can go in a cave there, and you can come back out this cave. We'll go take a look at that too. Thing is, right now, it's hard to, I think the idea, like what I'm doing now, is you make sure you got the stuff going that you need going, right? I need to build a couple more of these. I need to put one right there for iridium. If I put one right there on those That's the aluminum spires. Put one there, I'm supposed to get aluminum. And then up past that is the only uranium mine. And then I can put one in the osmium. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4 for right now. There may be another alloy that I don't know about, but we'll find out. We shall find out. I think we're pretty good. I'm going to see where... Let's see where we're at on... There wasn't that many more unlocks, which is good in a way. I didn't want it to just keep going crazy. So our next unlock is a lake water collector. Collects and filters water from the surface. All right. That's at 50 MTI, and we're at 22 MTI. So that's pretty far away. A heater T4 is at 63 PBB, and we're only at 15. You see what I'm saying? Our next jump on these things seem to be a long way away. Biodome T2, 12, and we're at just under 5. I think the heat is probably my farthest one behind, either heat or pressure. Because I didn't have a bunch of that. Flower spreader is at 2.5, and we're at 1.8. So this will be probably our next unlock. Gas extractor. Automatically extracts gas from the ground. I wonder what that's for. At 100 MPa. That's a long way away. That's a long way away. Okay. So, looking at this little map, I've got like a PNG of it on my other computer. Looking at this little map, it says that there's secret bunkers around. Secret bunkers, right? So, 92, 92, those are all at 90. If there's secret bunkers around, we need to go check those out. Now, anytime I travel now, I always take 2 oxygen things with me, because I can pretty much get out pretty far with one and then use the other one to get back. What do I need? I need this and I need this. All right. And, oh, by the way, if you're still here and you're looking for Horizon, or you're looking for Infected, or you're looking for Tiny Tina's thing, fear not, friends. Look, I just started playing this game and I'm having so much fun playing it. Okay, so fear not. Everything will be okay. So somewhere over here is supposed to be a secret bunker. It's like just around, right around the entrance, I think. And I don't know what it looks like, so we'll have to figure out what it looks like. And then I gotta go over there. I have not gone to that giant ship. It actually goes pretty far back that way too. I was a little bit surprised how far back it went. Okay, so I think I go move. We decided I move a little bit faster, jetpacking. Now there's supposed to be a secret bunker somewhere in here, and I have no idea what it looks like. I mean, if this map that I'm looking at is correct. So far, it's been pretty good. Oh, I see something right there. If that's the location, that's farther than it looks like on the map. Oh, it's not giving me oxygen in here though. Oh my god, a rocket engine. Those are kind of expensive. Seed Lerma. Our ship has crashed for unknown reasons. Many of us died on impact. Some of us died on the surface. I'm the only one left. I tried to survive, but this land is too hostile. My health is getting low. I'm going outside one last time to try and get some water. Okay. Oh, it's too bad I couldn't power this place up. All right, well, we found the first secret bunker. The ship's right there, but we just grabbed a bunch of stuff so we could head back. I was trying to look at the O2 to see if I was burning more O2 based off of flying with the jetpack. It only keeps you about, say, 5 feet off the ground. You can see how I rise and fall with the terrain rising and falling. I don't think I'm burning O2 faster, but I can get going pretty good now. And I haven't had the like the next upgrade for my movement speed. It's been a while. Now, you see that green thing? I put down a beacon over there. That's where the uranium mine is. It's the only place, apparently. It's the only place you get uranium, but what I did was, we'll go check out the rockets. Let's go check out the rockets real quick. I saw this. I love flying with the jetpack now. Somebody's like, do you have a jetpack? Like, oh my God, I forgot to make it. Then I did. All right, so the rockets, I did... So this one right here, I did this one. Attracts uranium asteroids, because I needed uranium, right? So I made this. You can see a rocket engine, 2 super alloys, and 3 cobalts. Plus it gives you heat multiplier of 1,000%. Then you got one if you want to attract iridium asteroids, and then you've got 2 GPS satellites. Something to do with the map. So once I did it, the asteroids just started colliding all around here, and I had uranium all over the ground. Not a ton of it, but enough. Worth it, right? You can see probably about this much uranium that I collected from basically around where I'm at. 400% multiplier. We'll go double check to see if... I haven't made a veg tube in a while, so this one is 300%, so we'll put it in there. That's a 300, 400, 400, 600s. Now, when I go get, if I find any more chests, I should be able to get some more of those 600s, which would be good. Put those in there. And then my cloth goes in here. And ice is in there. Oh, look at this. I've got an excess of aluminum. It's amazing. It's amazing I have an excess of aluminum. You guys don't even know, man. I was fighting for aluminum for days. And now I got it. Let's see. Oh, chip. Chip time. What do we got? Oh, I was just talking about that. Agility Boots 3. Nice. What do we need for that? So explosive powder and 2 super alloys. All right. All right. 2 super alloys. Explosive powder. I don't remember what that recipe was. 2 sulfurs and an iridium. 2 sulfurs and iridium. Explosive powder. It scared me a little bit when they said that I needed an explosive powder for the nuclear generator. I'm like, yeah, then it unlocked like an achievement. It said, what could go wrong? Like, yeah, what could go wrong with explosive powder? All right, so I need these as well, and we should be able to make number 3. What's this gonna... 45% movement speed. Oh, yeah. See, now we can run. We can get out there without burning so much oxygen. Okay, so we have a couple choices. I wouldn't mind... Let's see how expensive these are. So to make an ore extractor, you need the osmium. So it would make sense that I have a limited amount of that is to make the first one in an osmium mine, right? That's what I'm thinking. We could go drop this down real quick and get that going. Let's see. Probably the closest one to me. So there's one, like I said, right up by the freighter, but apparently there's one behind my labyrinth here too. Somewhere on the way to the Grand Rift. Let's go try and find that one. Let's go try and find that one. Alright, I needed 2 osmium, right? I need iridium rod, aluminum. Iridium rod, and aluminum. I'm just gonna take what I need, because I'll probably be collecting stuff when I go out there. 1 titanium. I didn't grab the super alloy? Oh. 1 titanium. And 1 of these guys. Alright. We can collect some super alloy while we're there. So I should have I have one food on me. Oh, I don't need to carry this with me. I'm gonna eat that. We'll drink water before we go and we'll be fine. Little storm action going. All right. Okay, I'll show you. I made my way up there, but I didn't collect it all. There was, I say so much. There was a lot there. Not like 100 of them, but there was like 10 of them. And it was taking so much aluminum to make those things. I was just so happy to see that there was actually super alloy that I could collect. Yeah, these boots are way faster. It might actually... I was gonna say it might actually be faster to run now than it does this. So I went up here, got this thingy. It was had about 5 chests in it or something like that. So there's supposed to be a golden chest back in here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Somewhere in the, I mean, man, it could be up there for all I know. All right, somewhere back here is supposed to be a mine. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, this is not good. Okay, it's like a Grand Canyon. I didn't realize. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's got to be like to get into that canyon. So maybe I'll go down to the low point over here. Right here. Nice. So hopefully I can... You can see, look. This is where I got the sulfur that I had is in these mines too. Any of like the unique ores mines. But you can see it's not open yet to go through. This is the stuff I was talking about. Let's see if we can make a... Oh, jeez. Oh, it doesn't want to go in here. Oh, this isn't good. People said I could put it in the mines. Huh. Maybe I have to wait till it opens up more? Or... I mean, that looks like it's set there. It's not clipping on the top either. Alright. I can't seem to place it. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Haven't been out here yet. There's that big ship. We should probably go over that. I wanted to get these things... Alright, I guess we'll go put this in the aluminum field. Now, somewhere back in here, like I said, there's supposed to be a golden chest. I don't think I got it. I mean, oh, you know what? I bet you it's up there somehow. How the heck am I supposed to get up there? Look at that. It's got to be up there. There's stuff up on top. It's got to be a way across. I can't jetpack straight up. That's not an option. Can only go up about 5 feet. Yeah, I would say it's probably up there. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Watch. Right here. There's just these things up here. And I went through this middle part a couple of times, but you can see there's one there. I know I'm not excited about these things, but man, they were very precious. They were very precious to get. Now that I can make them, but man, to be able to get this many, huge. That one back there. There's one over there. Oh, can't go that way. another one right there. Still got space. You got to be careful jetpacking across because that gap, it'll try and lower you down. Actually, not lower, slam you down. It's almost better to try and just jump across, in my humble opinion. Oh. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was just a jump, no jetpack. There's a chest here. Hanging off the edge. Oh. Oh, look at that. 3 super alloy aluminum. Wow. Iridium and uranium. That one was super good. Oh, shoot. Did I jump across that and I could have walked across this? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Don't quote me on that. Wait, did I just do... Oh, I had a spot because I took the oxygen. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't have another spot. See how it slams you down with the jetpack? It doesn't slam you to where you get hurt, but it slams you down because it's trying to get to that whatever. I'm just calling it 5 feet. 5 feet, man. What do you guys think of my place so far? I mean, obviously I got a long way to go on the terraforming, but for the sky to turn blue as one of the first things, it just makes it look so much better, right? Look how cool. Like, I'm a huge fan of blue and orange as contrasting colors to each other, and having this all orange and that blue right now, it just got me going, man. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Look at this. Look at that, super alloys for days. I love it. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, this was one. Oh, I got another one in there. I didn't see that one. Boop, boop, boop. Aluminums. So good. You know what's going to happen next is there's going to be like another ore, right? And then I'm like, oh, I got all these, and these are the expensive ones. And then there's going to be another ore that I got to get. All right, so 2, 4, 6. Kind of running out. Oh, look at that. I've got another explosive powder. Well, I don't remember. I must have found that. I don't remember getting that. I don't really want to make the rods beforehand because I might need that, and I don't have that machine to break it down. I'm guaranteeing you that's what that is. That machine, it would break it down into reverse. Can only be the only thing I can think of, right? Is why you'd want to do something like that is to do something in reverse. All right, let's take the rods out of here then, I guess. I haven't used these yet, and we'll take this out. Put this stuff over, give ourselves a little bit more room in there. That one's full. Titanium and a super alloy. All right, before I go anywhere, I've got to be mindful about my oxygen. I always like to grab these just to make sure, because I'll take off and forget. I took off one time. You know what I did? I put everything back. I was supposed to go build that thing, wasn't I? Derp. My bad. Iridium. Maybe the uranium one. All right, I gotta get this stuff back like an idiot. Super alloy. That's why I had the one titanium. All right, one super alloy, an iron, a titanium, osmium, and a rod. All right, that's all that. That takes how much power? 34. I haven't looked to see how much. Oh, well, that last nuke, this one here. So 4 T1s is 346 and 1 T2 is 331 on its own. So obviously we're going to want to build these, but they're quite expensive. I mean, not too bad. I really wanted to do the blue, the osmium. Maybe I could try that one over there right now. Let's try it. Before, because the uranium's pretty far. This one's not too far. And I can go up the side of the mountain to get to it pretty quick. Actually, I totally forgot about that. This one's going to be not way closer, but this one will be closer than over there where I couldn't put it. We'll see if I can actually place it over here. Ooh, that lake is really starting to go. My original landing pod is completely underwater now. Completely and utterly underwater. And when you're in the wide open out here, it doesn't feel like you're going as fast. Right here. This one was all closed off. There's still a little bit here. Oh. I'll just place it like this. It's gonna accept it right there. Huh. Maybe it would have worked in the other one, but I didn't rotate it. Maybe I should have tried rotating. All right, so anyway, this should be an osmium mine. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? We'll call it Oz, the Oz mine. That's what it should be. There won't be anything in here yet. All right, that's good. We got that going. I mean, I'm doing pretty good with aluminum and stuff, but I really, seeing what the recipes to all this stuff is now, I think that, like I said, Oz, iridium, uranium, and aluminum, those four, and I should be good. Because that covers off everything with these two here, everything but ice. Now, some of the nuclear reactors require me to make water. Maybe there's going to be another way I can make water. Oh, I bet you I could pull... You know what I haven't tried doing? I bet you I could pull water out of my drinking fountain. Instead of just drinking it, I could pull water out of there. So then I don't have to worry about ice anymore. I didn't even think about that. Yep. Okay, that works. That works. Ooh, man, it's nasty outside. Holy cow. All right, so osmium is going. Let's see how much more we have of that stuff. So if I go do that other one, I'm going to want to take 2 that way. So that would be 4 of these, right? I would need 2 of these. I would need 2 aluminum, 2 titanium, and 2 super balls. So that's everything I need for that. As long as everything's times 2 and this is times 4, we have everything we need. Water, food. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. Hold on. Yeah, these are done. You've got to kind of check in on these suckers. Make sure you want to stay after them. At first, I thought it wasn't going to be enough. Like I wasn't going to be able to keep up, but you can see that I have an abundance of beans, right? And I still have these that I've been finding, but these are going to run out. These are in the chests. Once the chests are gone, the space food's going to run out. But that's a lot of food there. I'm going to take a space food, actually. So I got a water, a space food. When I was over there, where we're going right now, I actually was running out of water. I forgot about my water. Now, there's some water accumulating here. And I think there's like a little river between me and this aluminum stuff. Where you can see, yeah, it's starting to accumulate here. Nice. Looks good. So this is supposed to be the aluminum area. I'm going to put it right here. Perfect. Now this is the one that's pretty far. Oh, of course it's nighttime. Food. Do that so I know I took it. Alright, so this isn't another valley back. So there's another Oz mine if you head straight up that way. Right up there against that cliff's edge, there's a mine there. But I gotta go up this way. I still want to just use my jetpack, but I don't know. I guess it's faster. I don't know why I can't tell. You can see that green mark over there. This is going to be the uranium mine. And, oh, you know what I put over here? I put a little temporary base just up, not a base, but just a hut up from it. And then here was something right here, like a satellite, and it had just a compartment to search. It's pretty cool. You can see what I'm talking about, how far this is over here. It's pretty far over here. Right up there, I put the little thing. I put it there before. That's the beacon right there. All right, hopefully this works in here. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. Yes. Now we can refresh our oxygen up here. Now, there actually might be a golden chest over here. I don't think that I got it. It's kind of the way we just came in. Now my curiosity's piqued on where that golden chest is. That's right back there in that labyrinth area. If it's up on top, I think what you're supposed to do is use like the stairs and the scaffolding foundations. I don't know. We'll try that, I guess. Still dark out? It's still dark out. It's gonna be hard to see this chest. I think it's back over by that, just up from where that satellite was that I showed you. All right, so we've got Oz, we've got aluminum, and we've got uranium. The only other one to do would be iridium, and the iridium mine is right by me, that cave there. So if that's there, it's supposed to be over here somewhere. Could be anywhere. Hard to do this at night unless it's glowing. Could be a chest here somewhere. Oh, there's another mine right here. I think this is another Oz mine. Can't get through it yet. 45 micro Kelvin. That's another Oz mine, I believe. Okay, so that's not it. Should be in here somewhere. Maybe I need to get up on top of these rocks. Oh. Okay. Well. Oh, what's in here? That's a grow thingy. I don't know what that is. Couple veg tubes. It's been 6 months since the crash. I'm barely surviving. My main goal is to build a rocket and leave this place forever. This planet is cursed. I can feel it. Have to go back to the crash site. I think there's a secret room in the control bay. A deconstructible wall somewhere near the main screens, but it's been a while. I can't hardly remember. Huh. A secret wall. Oh, fertilizer. Well, thanks for all the stuff. Those are... I don't know what this thingy is. It won't let me... It won't let me deconstruct these things. Water, that. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, it's daytime. So, they just gave me a hint about the main ship and a deconstructible wall. I don't remember deconstructing any walls, so I need to be able to get up on top of this. Look for this thingy. So there's that. I don't think I got one from here. A chest? So up from here. And up from there, it's like it's here somewhere, man. Where is this thing? I don't see it on the top of anything. I don't think I got it already. This one is rather well hidden. Alright, well, at some point we'll find it. Let's get out of here. Let's beat feet. Let's get out of here, man. Okay, so that's good. I've got that stuff going. The only thing I don't have going right now is iridium, and like I said, I have iridium cave right by my house. I think I have enough osmium to make one in there. I wonder what main ship he's talking about. He's talking about a main ship. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to head back to my place, hang out a little bit, figure out what to do next. You guys want to join me next episode, I'd appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And we're into the higher tech stuff now, right? Which is good. And into the super alloys and the uraniums and all that stuff. So everything that's popping up now is pretty cool. But this whole time, every time I'm doing something, I am still terraforming. Probably going to have to try and make some more, probably make another nuke generator, big one, and then get down some more. I haven't done any veg tubes in a long time. Maybe get down some more veg tubes, get down a couple more of these guys. Yeah, that'll probably come in handy because all the stuff that I'm doing, it's hard to tell on here because it keeps changing what it says. 18 PBB, 9 microkelvin, MPA, and biomass. So the biomass is one I really need to get going as well. Biomass. All right. Well, you guys hit the like button. Join me next episode. Thanks for watching.